Oh, okay. That's probably best.
All right. Episode 8.
Episode 8.
Nice to see you again, Kara.
Fuck off.
Oh, shit.
Seriously.
What did I do wrong again? What did I do? What did I do? Drink more of your weed juice.
My weed juice.
Yeah. Mommy needs juice right now. Mommy needs a little weed juice.
Are you saying that I'm in a bad mood? Is that what you're saying?
Sorta. I mean, I can talk about a lot of stuff, but I don't know if you're interested in any of them. And
I can talk about a lot of stuff, but is this what you say on a first date? I could talk about a lot of stuff, but I don't know if you're interested in any of it.
yeah,
Which probably means no.
Probably.
That means no.
What do you mean that means no?
If you have to say, I don't know if you're interested in it.
Oh, okay. I thought you like no as in like the other woman in front of me is saying no to me.
What other woman?
Like in the hypothetical
what other
dating.
woman? Where is she? Where are you hiding her?
Are you gonna assassinate? Are you gonna murder someone?
Maybe. It's not out. Fucking hell. Yes, I am now. I forgot we have the sound effects. Well.
Yeah.
I think we should just aim for this to be the worst episode we've ever done. Because we were going to have a guest, and then the guest didn't come. Well, technically
the guest
he
came.
did, but we didn't air. He didn't want to air it.
Listen, we're not a professional podcast.
We're not.
We're
Oh.
podcasters. Is that what you say?
I don't know what you say.
We're not professional by any means. You know, in the future, people who come here, the future guests who come to our show, to our podcast show.
Do you think anyone would accept to be on it?
I think, yes. I think there's a lot of people want to be on it, but just a heads up, Kara and I, we just talk about the toilet humor. We talk about toilet humor. We talk about everything. There's like nothing
is
off
the
topic.
table.
Nothing is off topic. Yeah, nothing is off table. No,
Off the table.
you agree with me?
Yes.
So if you're going in this in our life, and you want to be in our show,
If you're if you're spiraling with us,
yes,
you,
okay,
you have to come spiral with us.
that's the perfect
if you're going to
explanation.
be on our podcast.
That's the perfect explanation. That's the perfect way to put the way our podcast is. It's a spiral effect. It's you're going down the same hellhole that we're in right now. And
Speak for yourself. All right.
okay,
I just watched Ancient Apocalypse.
what a bizarre name for the show, by the way,
It's not.
because it's all about apocalypses.
It's about one apocalypse that
Is it?
may have happened.
Oh, okay.
It's about a possible advanced civilization that we don't know about, that historians and scientists are trying to cover up.
Atlantis.
Well, not completely. It's about cities that may have been covered by the last ice age.
The flood?
Yeah.
Did you know that in Armenia,
Uh-huh.
in our mountain called Ararat,
Mm-hmm.
on top of it they found Noah's Ark. Did you know that?
No.
Why?
I mean,
why is that? Why did you do a long pause there? What?
well, how do you know if it's really Noah's Ark?
I don't know, but I read an article once.
That's the that's the source of everything. I read an article once, and it's true.
Yeah. I mean,
Then you have to believe that person when they said they read an article.
absolutely. Absolutely. Are you kidding me? Do you have any friends who
read articles?
read,
No.
who are smart enough to like
To read an article?
well, except for Brad, he's actually a teacher.
Yeah,
but-
I'm disappointed we didn't air that because Brad and I talked a lot about Victorian literature, which was probably not interesting to anyone else
So
besides
nerdy.
us.
So nerdy. I mean, it was good practice. Now for the future, we know what not to do.
Which is what? Have a podcast?
Don't bring any guests over ever. Do not bring any guests over.
Okay.
Talk more about the ancient apocalypse show. Sorry to cut you off.
I don't really have anything to say about it except for I think it's a pretty good theory.
Did you get really high when you watched it?
What is that relevant to? Literally nothing.
But did you?
Why are you asking me?
I'm asking you.
Maybe.
That's the way to watch that show then.
The only way to watch
The only way to watch it
show.
is get really high.
Wow. I don't think we should air this. This is not good.
As you say it, you start laughing.
This is not a good. Yeah. Fail. Honestly, we need to have a guest on. We do. We have to have another guest and we have to
That's not true.
Plan out what we're going to say.
That's
Yeah.
not true. I think we're just lazy and we can't come up with topics.
Oh, I
to
just
talk
feel like
about.
we're in a rut and it might be good to break it up.
Yeah, that's okay. That's true. But like, we're just lazy. We didn't even come up with topics. We didn't do anything. We didn't do our homework.
You're not supposed to.
What are you talking about?
What?
Of course you're supposed to.
Really?
Yeah, every podcast you've been on, they did homework. They had topics to talk about. They ask you tons of questions.
That's true.
You know, this is what happens in our podcast. This is AA meeting. We just talk about shit and drink.
Why don't we have an awkward silence for like 20 minutes?
Oh my god, that's
where
the
we
worst
just sit
idea ever.
and look at each other and we say things like, "Do you want to get food? Are you hungry? Are you cold?
Isn't that
Are
what?
you cold?"
Right now?
Yeah.
No, I'm fine.
You just see? And then we just make this terrible small talk for and then people will feel like they went to their parents' house or something.
Oh,
Is anybody hungry?
oh, you mean like people can use this like the videos of like a fireplace on YouTube or
Yeah.
or rain sounds.
I think
to
that's
sleep?
what people use podcasts for anyway. They just kind of have it in the background going and
Right. I mean,
that's what I'm hoping for.
we can do it. We can totally do it. No one's paying us. You know, fuck the system. Fuck the podcast system.
Fuck the system, you know? They want to get original content. Hell no. We're going to make awkward small talk during our podcast.
Yeah, fight the power.
Fuck the man.
Fight the power.
Fuck the man.
Fight the power.
Our podcast is all awkward small talk.
No, it's not.
Did you read the news today?
This is what happens.
When you're running, this is what happens when you run out of gas.
You see, this is why we have to live in New York, you know?
Why?
Because New York, you know, it's just you go out and you just nonstop. It's just nonstop.
And you're
You
like,
just do shit.
somebody shit on my shoes. And then I had to go back to my office with shit on my shoes. And everyone was like, you know, Dan, you smell like shit. And you're like, well, no, actually, a homeless woman on the street just took a shit on my shoes. So, you know, that would be the story.
Yeah, and the whole reality is you shit on your own shoes.
Oh, and then you realize that reality was like you were in an alternate universe, and you thought it was a homeless woman like shitting on your shoes, but you had done like acid right before you went to work, and so it was actually you that shat on your shoes.
Is that what you think New York life is?
No, that's what I would do though if I lived in New York. I'd probably have to drop some acid every single day.
Yeah, that's what New York feels like. Feels like everybody's on it. Yeah, everybody's on
kind
acid.
of, yeah.
Everybody's on like speed.
Well, I'm pretty sure like 85% of people are on coke.
In New York?
Yeah, how else are you going to keep up?
Wow.
With like 3 jobs, to pay more than half of what you make in rent.
Yeah, the $5,000 apartment.
$5,000 basement studio.
Yeah. Yeah, but we got to get out of this fucking city. We got to get out of it. Like our bio is Armenian and American Armenian are trying to get out of this fucking city. So we should get out of this city. I can't
go anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, I can't go anywhere, but we should aim to get out of the city.
I'm going to as soon as my kids are old enough. I'm gone.
Mm-hmm. But I can't stand my block anymore. I can't stand it. Like a bunch of religious people. I don't know how the fuck I keep encountering these religious people.
Oh, yeah, your dentist.
Yeah. I can't believe it. I went to the dentist. I had my cavities cleaned and my fillings cleaned and all that stuff. And while she's in my mouth, she's telling me that I should accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior.
That's the perfect time to tell someone to do that because they're completely under your thumb at that point. They're in your mouth. You can't say anything. And if you don't do it, she could pull out your tooth.
That's the thing. That's exactly it, though. I think you hit the nail. Like, if I said, no, I'm not religious, or I don't want to accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, she would probably like fuck up my mouth.
So you did. You accepted.
I accepted it temporarily. I accepted it temporarily.
I don't know that that's a...
Hey, man. Hey, like I'm spending like $700 on this thing. I want my teeth to be like
intact. Yeah.
Perfect. So I'm gonna accept Jesus Christ for like an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm. Slut.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do for the money.
You religious slut.
Yeah.
Love him and leave him.
I really think that she's the one that gave me the Bible and my Uber Eats. I think it's my dentist.
You think your dentist?
I think it's my dentist. And I told her that, by the way. I told her like...
What was the look on her face?
She gives it a second and she goes, you know what that means, right? I'm like, no, I think it's fucking weird. I told her it was fucking weird. And then she goes like, it's a sign from God.
Of course. You have to say that. If you don't, then you're not doing your job.
But it's crazy. I never assumed that she was the type to be extremely religious. I never crossed my mind.
Why? Because she's a dentist?
Yes. Yes.
And dentists are assholes. They all play golf and like hang out with anesthesiologists and just like do a bunch of drugs. Seriously, though, dentists are kind of the jock. You can ask your friend who's a doctor. Dentists are like the jocks of the medical world.
What are you talking about?
It's true. Dentists are the jocks. Dentists are kind of like frat boys.
Dentists have the most suicidal rate ever in any occupation.
No way.
Yes. They kill themselves the most out of any job.
It's really interesting because that seems like a pretty sweet gig to make a lot of money and just just go in and look at the most my dentist ever did was just come in after a cleaning and look in your mouth and be like, okay, you look good. See you in 6 months.
It's just like the gynecologist, huh?
You bitch. Why would... Yeah. Actually, it's true. It is. Because I'm not gonna say the gynecologist says I don't look good down there. But that would be a weird thing for your gynecologist to be like, Looks pretty good down there, especially if it was a guy.
Yeah. Listen to this. I told you this story. I told you that there's this guy in Montreal who got in trouble and he got disbarred.
Right, because he was a creep.
He kept telling the women that they had beautiful vaginas. Could you imagine that? You have a beautiful vagina.
And I see a lot of vaginas, okay? So I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he would be the one. But maybe he's that guy who like inseminates every woman.
You mean the fertility doctor?
Yeah, like he doesn't choose. He just says you have a beautiful vagina to any woman he sees in his office.
Do you think that he thinks women are gonna sleep with him if he compliments their vagina?
That's fucked up. That is fucking weird. I don't know.
Men are weird. They think all kinds of tactics work.
True.
You know, he's like, well, you know, maybe we can go out if I compliment her vagina.
You think so?
I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea what it would be like to be a male gynecologist.
I think it would be the best and the worst. It'll be like for me, I love burgers so much that I'm working at a fast food place.
That's your analogy.
Yeah, I'll be sick of burgers afterwards. I'll be sick of burgers.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, you're eating the burgers, right? That's why you'd be sick of them.
Hell yeah.
Okay, well, if you're a gynecologist, you're not eating anything.
Yeah.
You're not eating pussy while you're, you know.
Yeah, but true.
Unless you would get arrested like that guy. You know, the other thing I was thinking about when I was watching Ancient Apocalypse was at this point, we could really use a reboot.
In our society?
Yeah, with society. I think it's probably a good thing if our civilization mostly gets wiped out. Wow. And then we, you know, sometimes it's just nice to start fresh. You know? Mm-hmm. I mean, it's the way we're headed anyway. Everybody knows. Climate change, all that stuff.
Yeah, but that's why Elon Musk is trying to make us go to Mars.
He can get the fuck out, honestly. I mean,
don't you want to go with him?
Hell no.
You said that
I do not want to be trapped on a rocket with Elon Musk. He seems unbearable.
Yeah, but I'm not saying with him. I'm saying like the future is to like. First of all, Elon Musk would never go anywhere with you. All right.
Fuck you, dude.
What?
Why?
He wouldn't go with me either. We're not.
You don't know that.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, well now I'm gonna see if he'll come hang out with me. Now it's a challenge. Okay,
a challenge?
I don't even want to hang out with him, but since you said he wouldn't,
hey, what are you gonna do? What's your
eat fries? Maybe drive through McDonald's. I don't know.
How are you gonna help the crew? Fucking quote Shakespeare? Is that what you're gonna do?
You're being a bitch right now. You're being a little bitch, and I am not happy about this. And yeah, what if I do? You know, everyone needs someone for moral support and jokes and, you know, Shakespearean sonnets. I mean, why not? Just because I can't do anything else doesn't mean my life has no value because I'm not an engineer.
Hey, listen, I didn't say that your life doesn't have value, okay? I'm saying that it doesn't have value for Elon Musk.
Well, even for Elon Musk, you know, maybe he would want to hear a bunch of Shakespearean sonnets, you know, and
maybe some
Wordsworth. Because I know some Wordsworth poems. I know you don't know who that is, but Elon Musk might. Elon Musk does.
Now she's like making me look dumb. I get it.
Let's fight. Let's have
Oh,
like
we're already fighting. We're already there. We're not.
fighting.
It's not let's. We're already there.
Oh, I didn't know this was a real fight. See, this is why we need another guest on, because now we've gotten to the point where we're just going to start fighting during all of our episodes. We need someone to diffuse our relationship.
I think it's necessary. You know.
What?
You know that when we watched The White Tulip. Why do I say White Tulip all the time? White Lotus. But
You're exactly like my mom when she tries
like
to
my
use
dad.
proper nouns.
I'm like
she
my dad.
says the wrong thing all the time.
I'm turning into my dad. It's fucked up.
You're turning 80 is what you're doing.
Wow.
I mean.
Wow. Anyway, The White Lotus.
Yeah.
Where there's a couple on there where they're extremely happy and they don't never fight. And then the other couple in front of them go like that can't be real. They can't always be happy.
Right.
And we find out that it's a lie. It's like they fight. Absolutely they fight. And they cheat on each other. So I'm saying if we got to fight,
But yeah,
to
but
get
we
the
don't
demons out.
Yeah, but we don't have to do it now.
What do you mean now? Like on the
like
podcast?
right now.
I think it's the best time to fight.
Yeah, we need to start making this like Jerry Springer episodes. That would really get some traction.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Jerry Springer, I don't think I told this story. I knew someone on Jerry Springer.
Oh, I remember you telling me the story.
She was my 3rd grade bully. Her name was Jamaica. I'm not going to say the last name. I actually don't even remember. I don't remember her last name, but her name was Jamaica. And she bullied me in 3rd grade. And she said that I started a rumor that this other girl started her period. And she confronted me. Her name was Dawn. And she's like, I heard you started a rumor that I started my period. And I was like, no, I didn't. Jamaica made it up. She hates me. I don't know why she hates me. So, because this girl was going to kick my ass. Like, she was going to beat the shit out of me for starting this rumor. So I had to talk her down. And I had to tell her jokes, actually. That's how I would diffuse like fights.
Right.
Yeah.
And anger.
Yeah. Is making people laugh. So they didn't want to.
Right. I wish I had that. I wish I had that technique. Anyway,
it's how you survive on the streets of United States public schools.
Absolutely. That's some street wars on that fucking. It's a fight, fight to survive in that motherfucker.
Hell yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
Jamaica was on Jerry Springer, like years later. I mean, I lost touch with her. I think maybe she dropped out of high school. I don't remember because
absolutely.
She was.
Absolutely, she did.
I only knew her in 3rd grade, and then after that, maybe she didn't even go to school anymore. I don't know what happened. But years later when I was in high school, I remember one of my friends was like, oh my God, I'm watching Jerry Springer. Right? Do you remember Jamaica? She's on it with her older brother, Grantez.
Amazing.
And Grantez was her pimp. And the episode was older brothers that pimp out their younger sisters.
That's gotta be fake. That's gross.
I'm sure it happens.
Well, karma, bitch. Karma.
Well, for them, I'm sure it was awesome. They were on Jerry Springer. They got put up in a hotel. They got money.
Oh, right.
Right. For us, yeah, we're looking at it like, oh my God, she's on Jerry Springer as a prostitute. Holy shit. But she's probably like, this is awesome. We're getting money. We're getting food and trip to Chicago. I think it was in Chicago. Yeah. You know that John Mulaney has a bit about Assembly where they had an ex-gang member come and talk to their school about like not joining a gang.
Oh, like the scared straight
Yeah.
type thing
Yeah. And we had the same thing as well.
in your school?
In elementary school.
Yo, that's fucked up.
We had an ex-LA gang member come to our school and tell us basically don't join gangs. And I was maybe 11.
What, 11 years old?
Because that's how young black boys were joining gangs at that time. But I was scared after assembly. I was like, oh my God, am I gonna get approached and asked to join a gang? And my friends were like, you're such an idiot. You're white. Like, no one's gonna ask. They're like, no one's gonna ask a dumbass white girl to join the Crips. This is when
that is hilarious.
Yeah. This was the mid 90s when there was actually a gang problem where I grew up. Because the Bloods and the Crips were...
Isn't that an LA based?
Yeah, they
gang?
were. Yeah, but they were drug trafficking through the country to the East Coast to like New York City.
Wow.
And so they had to establish gangs in Wichita and Kansas City.
That is
to move
crazy.
Drugs across the country.
I think that it would be smarter for them to get a white woman in their gang.
I know.
Like you would be like the Russian.
I would be the least.
You would be the Russian
suspected.
spy.
Yeah.
In the gang, you would like shank people out of the blue. They wouldn't even see it coming. You know.
Yeah.
I just picture you with a bandana on.
One pant leg pulled up.
One pant, and then you go like yo, mommy,
a comb in my hair.
What's up?
I rode the bus in middle school as well, and we were the first kids getting picked up in our neighborhood, and then we would drive through the trailer park to get the kids in the trailer park, and they would get on the bus and they always sat in the back and they called themselves the Dog Patch Kids. And every time they would get on in the morning, they're like, what's up? The Dog Patch Kids are here. Y'all better move. We're going to the back of our bus.
You're making this stuff
I am not
up.
making... You think I could just make this shit up?
Hey, listen. For the amount of episodes we recorded, you have Ketchup Packet Boy.
Yeah, Ketchup Packet Boy was on. Oh, he was on the same bus. There was the Dog Patch Kids this bus was total anarchy. It was the Dog Patch Kids in the back, Ryan Bartlett with the ketchup packets, throwing them in the mornings and getting fucking ketchup on everybody. Who else was on the bus? There was some guy who wore the same t-shirt every day that said, I survived baseball round the clock.
I can't believe you remember this.
This is why I think I have Asperger's. I remember.
Could you stop saying that? You don't have Asperger's.
I diagnosed myself with Asperger's online.
This is not a WebMD, all right? This is...
Listen, I have a lot of the traits for women that have Asperger's. Apparently, they have weird memories about things, and they remember strange details from their childhood.
You have a terrible memory.
Not remembering details from my childhood. I have trouble remembering what happened last week, but anyway. Oh yeah, it was also I can't relate to other parents. That was the other side of women who have Asperger's and who have kids. They have difficulty relating to other parents. And I'm like, this is me. I remember weird things about my childhood. And I don't like other parents. Anyway, so the Dog Patch Kids would come on the in the morning, and once we saw a drug bust in one of the trailers. Like they got on the bus and they were like Dog Patch Kids, and then there was like police that surrounded this trailer, and they started breaking the door down. And everyone was just like glued to the side of glued to the windows of the bus, like looking at this shit. And then one of the kids was like, God, what was his name? Something like, oh my God, Danny, I think they're pulling out your mom. And they all start laughing.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't his mom. This kid was just fucking around. But they're like, oh my God, it's Danny's mom. She's going to jail. She's going to jail. And they were like laughing. And he was like, guys, stop. So like they at least even found the humor in all of this. All of the other kids were totally shocked, and the Dog Patch Kids were just like looking at this drug bust, watching these people get like thrown into a cop car,
Dog
like
Patch
laughing,
Kids.
like being like, "It's your mom, Danny. Your mom's going to jail today."
What about like, did you go into like the rich neighborhoods in the bus, or was it just like?
Yeah, we did. It was weird. So I
wow.
came from like an upper middle class neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
and then we went through the trailer park, and then we went to like the super rich neighborhood where like all the doctors and lawyers' kids lived.
Right.
And yeah, it was a weird, like, now that I think about it, it was a strange like socioeconomic tour of our city.
That was amazing.
And then all the rich kids would get on, and the Dog Patch Kids hated like the super wealthy kids that went to our school.
Right.
But there wasn't that many of them because they were different, and you could tell. Like they couldn't hang.
They couldn't hang.
They could not hang.
They weren't.
So it pays to be like in the middle, you know?
Right.
Like super wealthy, you're not going to relate to the rest of society. But, you know, comfortable, but not too much money to isolate yourself. Anyway.
Isn't that weird? Isn't
Yeah.
that crazy?
Yeah.
Even at a young age, you go through those things. To this day, we're still going through that stuff. At this age,
Yeah,
we're still like trying to figure out what class we're in, and like who's the weak ass people, who's the uninteresting people, and who can hang and who can't hang. You know what I mean? That doesn't go away at all.
That's true.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
You remember riding the bus? When you rode the bus, were you in the back? Were you in the back at all?
Did I sit in the back? Yeah. I didn't sit in the front.
Why'd you
Because the nerds sat in the
Oh
front.
my god.
I wasn't a fucking nerd. I'm not gonna sit in the front of the bus.
Okay.
I sit
wow.
towards the back of the bus.
Wow. Okay. Fucking.
What?
Fucking.
Can't believe you even asked me that.
Do you remember like going through bumps in the back?
Yeah.
You fucking fly.
Yeah.
You remember that
Almost
shit?
hit your head at
Yes,
the top
it was
of
the
the
funniest
ceiling.
shit ever.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I remember the weirdest memory I have is finding a cookie on the floor, and it was covered in dust, and I ate it.
That's disgusting. You ate a cookie covered in dust.
My cookie.
You have a problem.
My cookie.
Yeah, you have a problem.
Started young.
You need help.
Do you?
What
like,
if? Okay, here's the scenario.
we're at a house party?
Oh my God. No, God damn it! I refuse to go to another fucking house party just so I don't have to say that line again.
Okay, go on.
Civilization ends.
Okay, I like this.
Yeah, me too. All of our media is basically lost.
You mean our history?
Yeah. Well, everything that we've preserved, except for random internet stuff, and then our podcast is on one of they find our podcast, The Next Civilization. What do you think? They would be like, wow, I'm so glad the civilization ended because these people are so stupid they don't deserve to live. Do you think, or they would see our podcast and they would say, if this is how humans were, no wonder they fucked it up.
I think
No wonder.
Option B.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah. Because let's be honest, Kara.
What?
You and I, we would fuck shit up.
No, I think I would do a really good job, actually. I could be a
No.
world leader. Yeah.
You're not speaking the truth right now. It's,
You're not.
You're not. You're bullshitting right now.
I like how much you think that is an invalid state. Like, you think
It's
I'm
totally
in
invalid.
denial.
Yeah, you absolutely.
You think I'm in denial that I would be a good leader.
Oh, 100%. 110%.
Listen, if I had to do it, I probably could. I could do a better job than a lot of people in power today. Anybody could. Any jerk on the street.
I don't know. That's another topic. That's another
Save
topic.
that for another day.
Like, I agree with you. I think the world needs a reboot.
I mean, it's a very morbid thing to say.
I want everybody to die. I'm saying like
That's what would happen.
I'm saying like a reboot in the rules of society and not having the 1% control everything, and not having fast food burgers.
Yeah, and not having Teslas and not having
alcohol.
No, everybody has to have that in there somewhere.
No, not having any alcohol, not having any sugar, not having any.
Wow, you're going really far. I wasn't even going that far.
This podcast is so dumb. So dumb.
You look like you're going to kill me when you say that.
So dumb.
Wow. All right, you want to end it then?
Yeah, let's end it.
Okay, let's end it.